Alright, hello. It is Andrew back here once again for another episode of Skate Progression. Episode number 3 here is taking place on February 24th of 2024. And I'm once again at the local tennis court trying to work on my ollies. And this one is actually the next day after the prior episode, so I started getting a little bit more consistent on my recordings here. I think I have another the next episode on the 25th, but then that is the last one for February. This one is pretty short, and I do struggle a bit with the ollies in this video, I believe. Different reasonings behind it, but failure to pop correctly, not sliding my front foot, pretty much the normal issues with ollies, but also on the ones where I do slide my front foot up, at least I think I do it properly, I still do tend to have an issue with it rotating. Like you can see right there, that was maybe partially a halfway decent ollie, but then I was almost 90 degrees rotated off my initial pop axis there, so I think that was me checking the spots on the camera that were visible so I could know where to pop. That's another thing that getting a real camera helps me out with later, is there's a much wider FOV. That one was not too bad. Again, of course, looking back on these with them being so old, I'll probably try and get 2 videos recorded today, or like in terms of just doing this post commentary, and in order to do so I'll probably be talking a bit less. I think I recorded quite a bit of footage on the next video, so might not be doing a full commentary during that. It's pretty easy to see watching these back compared to my current state and ability. A big difference is the consistency. Like look at like that right there. Failed to pop properly and then over leaned into my nose, causing me to land on that first. Just shows that I didn't really know the exact consistent way to do things. That one wasn't too bad. Bunch of tic-tacking, but overall kind of decent. But still, the board turning in the air is, again, something I do still have issue with, so I'm going to be continuing to try and see why that's happening and what I can do about it. I think on these, or it looks like maybe ooh, not great there. Looks like maybe I have started putting my back foot in the center of the tail, but yeah, I think it's maybe my front foot is just dragging the board slightly to, like I'm maybe not sliding my foot straight up the board. So yeah, that's something I'm gonna consider. Ooh, almost did the splits there. And yeah, I'm not sure when, but I definitely do get some injuries starting to happen before too long in these recordings, and I do start wearing some protective equipment as a result of those to mitigate any downtime from them. But as I've mentioned several times now, these do become a bit more vlog style, where I do talk and do like I'm gonna work on this today or whatever, especially on days where I don't end up going out skating or it rains or something. I just give a brief update, but I think those still would count, and I'm gonna still include them in the skate progression series, because even on days where I don't go out, I'm usually watching videos or thinking about what I want to work on next time I go out, maybe reviewing my footage. So that's pretty much my plan, is to include all the recordings in this same series, even if on certain days I don't actually have skate footage, or sometimes maybe I'll go to the skate park, and when there's a lot of people there, I'm not necessarily gonna pull out the camera and start recording, so I will I'll just have the before and after and talk about what I did while there. But yeah, if you are enjoying this series or are interested in following my journey, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and leave a like to show your support. And of course, do leave any feedback you might have for me down in the comments. I would really appreciate that if you have any small tips on ways to improve the series or tweaks you'd like to see. Nice little body varial there. That was another one of the beginner tricks I was working on at this time. And there's quite a few more beginner tricks that I end up going back to as time goes on, because as I've mentioned a few times, I probably got started with the ollie a little bit sooner than maybe I should have for my board comfortability, but not a terrible one there, but I think I fell off right at the end of the frame there. This one is coming to a close, so hope you all are enjoying the slow but hopefully steady progress as I work on skating. And yeah, not a bad ollie to end it off there. I go ahead and call it for the recording session, but hopefully I'll be back before too long with the next edition of my skate progression.